Hi everyone, hope all's well. Today we've got the Indesit Slimline washing machine drum here. We're going to look at the spider and bearings today. I might hammer the bearings out of it as well while I'm at it. I forgot to do it in the video when we destroyed it, so I thought we'd do it today and have a bit of a look, just out of for curiosity's sakes. Yeah, alright then, I suppose I better get cracking on with it. Have a look at it. The drum does turn, I've managed to get it freed up. It does have a bit of play, so we'll see if the spider or bearings have started to go on it or something from when we destroyed it. Right then, let's flip the drum over onto its front. Right, there's the drum on its front. Let's get that bolt undone. Not too bad this one, it's relatively easy. Right, okay, there's the bolt off. Let's see if this will wiggle off. There we go, that's off. Right, let's see what we can see, what bearing's that. That is, let's get the camera over here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's 6204Z. Maybe this is a Poland one. Okay, we'll see if we can slide that drum out now. Let's get it on this side. Let's see if we can put it out. I wonder if this, I don't know how hard it will be. We'll give it a few whacks with the hammer, that might help. Right, let's get the camera. Let's move you over here a minute because it's very close to the washing line. We've got washing out today, so it's a bit of an inconvenience for me. Right, let's get you looking the right direction. Let's put you down there a bit. Right, okay. Coming out nearly. Right, okay, we've got it out. Let's have a look at it. So let's start with the bearings. I'm surprised that water seal's even doing its job. It looks a bit crusted up there, but I suppose it was doing its job as it was okay, I think. Well, we'll have a look at the bearings and then we'll see. So here's the shaft and spider. Yeah, that spider wasn't going to last much longer, I don't think. I wonder if I hit it with a hammer if it would come off. Don't know if I really bother with that because I don't really want to make more mess than I have to clear up. Shaft don't look too rusted there, looks okay. I think we'll try and get those bearings out and see where they are. I don't see any cracks in the spider. I feel like there is one here somewhere. I don't know. There was play in the drum when I got it out. I'll have a closer look at this off camera, and if I can see anything I'll let you know. But I think for now we get the bearings out and then we'll look at this again. Right then, let's go over here. It's going to be a bit difficult getting the bearings out as it is a bit mangled, as you can see. So I'm going to try and prop it up a bit with something I might have in the shed. Alright, give me a moment and then I'll be back. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's see how easy it is. We'll try the back bearing first. Right, let's see if I can stop this from moving, because this is the issue I'm up against, is how the drum's so smashed up. I don't know if I can get these out. It's not easy. This is the issue, it bounces away. Missed, I think. Yeah, we're nearly there. A bit more. You can tell I'm not the best at doing this, but I try my best with it. If they come out in one piece, who cares, eh? Alright, let's keep going. Because really, when you do this, you want to hit it like here, 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 you know, you want to keep going around in a circle, but, well, I'm not really doing that, well, I'm doing it, but not properly, I wouldn't say. Right, okay, that one's out. Not too bad. Right, let's have a look at it then. So, yeah, it's a bit lumpy, I would say. Don't feel bad, feels alright, I think. Probably still usable, I would say. Yeah, alright then. I think what we do, well, if you want to see the number, it's 6204Z. I think what we do now is get the front one out, and then we'll have a look at that spider one last time. I'm not going to take that off because I don't want to save it. So I think this one will be a lot harder to get out because normally the front bearings are a lot more difficult to drive out, but you never know. It was annoying as well because of how slim this drum is. No, I better move it over because you can't see. Because how slim this drum is, it's annoying that I can't, well, it's so slim that it's so hard to hit the bearing, because you can see how close the back bearing is, the front bearing is, sorry, to the back bearing. Normally there's a bit of gap, so you can get the, whatever you're using, like I'm using this, to hammer the bearing out. It was just some, I don't know what you want to call it, I just got it from B&Q's and I've shoved a socket on the end. And I've got a pretty, decent old hammer that I use for knocking them out. This is all I ever use. This is how I did the WMA 48 bearings. So all you need is quite a decent hammer in this type of job, and something with a bit, well, a good hammer of good impact, and just something like this, a bit of rod, metal rod, to hammer it out. It's normally, when I do them, I normally will have this end against the bearing, because normally it's giving the bearing, quite a good impact, whereas doing it like this is the small end that's giving the impact, and it don't really do it as well. As you can see, it took quite a while to hammer it out there. So we'll get this bearing out and we have a look at this one. It feels okay. I wouldn't say this is bad either. We'll see how it looks on the other side, because sometimes they're still good, but they're rusty. Like the WF Hot Points it was quite rusty, but it was still usable. All right, enough of that blabbering on. Let's get on with it. Okay, so we've let's give you a bit of an update actually. So I've had to remove the bearing seal via a screwdriver because that was what was stopping the bearing from coming out. I did destroy the bearing seal upon getting it out, as you can see here. This ain't gonna work ever again. But you normally destroy the bearing seal anyways if you're trying to get it out via a screwdriver or a hammer or whatever you're using. I had to get it out because the bearing won't move anymore. The bearing's almost there now, so we'll continue hammering it, and then we'll look at that, and then that'll be it. Right, let's see if we can get it out then. The front one's always harder than the back one to get out, so it's always best to get the back one out if you're going to do bearings, and then hammer the front one out, as that one's always the most difficult, and you want extra room to work around when you get it out. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Okay. Okay, there it is. That's the last bearing out. Let's move that out of the way. Let's have a look at it. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so you can actually see there was rust coming in at the bottom. let's get that grass off it. So yeah, I don't think this bearing wheel is going to last much longer, although it feels okay. Don't feel bad at the moment, I don't think. Feels smooth to me, so I've no reason to doubt that it's still good, as it didn't sound bad when it was in the machine. But I won't reuse it, seeing that it's got rust at the bottom. I mean, I won't reuse a used bearing that I've just hammered out of a washing machine anyway. Yeah. What's this one? This one's 6205Z. Poland as well, I think. Yeah, Poland. I think that says there. Yeah, Poland. Yeah, so that bearing seal was clearly on its way out then, as that bearing wasn't going to last much longer. Well, I mean, that bearing seal definitely wouldn't work now if it was put back in a machine. But, you know. So yeah, my advice to you, if you're ever going to do a job like this, be very prepared, and if you have a weak car, don't bother doing it, because it's a lot of work involved. I only did it for fun there, just to have a look at those bearings and see how they're doing. So my advice is, if you're doing this, you want to get the back bearing out first. Once you've got that out, you want to hammer the front bearing a little bit, and if you can get that water seal out, then prise it out with a screwdriver or a hammer at the end of a hammer and just get it out. Obviously you're going to damage it, but it's got to come out anyways if you're replacing it. And then you can continue hammering it, and the front bearing should come out all the way. Let's have one last look at the Spider. I did have a closer look at this, and there is no cracks on it, so I suppose that was still okay, although it doesn't look like it's got much life left in it. So now that Indesit can go to scrap. Now I've had a look at that. I mean, I'm not going to bother the Bosch, because that's just effort to get that one apart, as the drum's still intact. Whereas with this one, obviously it smashed apart when I destroyed it. Alright then, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more content from me. Thanks for watching.